The real reason this controversial 90-Day Fiancé couple's marriage is falling apart. Sarper Güven from 90-Day Fiancé may be responsible for ruining his relationship with Shekinah Garner. Sarper, a 45-year-old Turkish man, fell in love with Shekina, a 43-year-old woman from Los Angeles, after meeting on a dating app. They dated for a while before entering into a serious relationship. While Sarper loved Shekina, he also attempted to change her physical appearance. He pressured her to maintain a certain weight, controlled her diet, and selected her outfits. Sarper controlled other aspects of Shekina's life and even played a role in her cosmetic surgery, designing her new nose. After spending most of his life in Turkey, Sarper moved to the United States on a K-1 visa in 90-Day Fiancé Season 11. He decided to marry Shekina but wasn't entirely at ease living in her small apartment in Los Angeles. Sarper faced several new challenges with Shekina, but they were able to overcome their issues and ultimately get married in the season finale. Instead of having a traditional wedding ceremony, Sarper and Shekina opted for bedding. However, things didn't go as smoothly as they had hoped because Shekina wasn't pleased with the bedroom layout and decorations. Sarper and Shekina's marriage took a turn for the worse post-wedding. Sarper and Shekina aren't in a happy marriage. Before their wedding, Sarper and Shekina faced constant relationship challenges. From the beginning, Sarper tried to dominate every aspect of Shekina's life in an effort to shape her into his ideal partner. Likewise, Shekina also sought to exert control over Sarper by setting 3 non-negotiable conditions: for him to stop training female clients, give up smoking, and make their relationship public on social media. She also grappled with accepting Sarper's extensive sexual history, which included physical relationships with over 2,500 women prior to her. Sarper and Shekina's problems only got worse after they moved in together in the United States. Sarper felt trapped in Shekina's small home and was direct about his feelings. Most recently, the couple appeared in 90-Day Fiancé Season 11 Tell All, where he shared that his marriage quickly deteriorated just a month after the wedding. He stated, "She kicked me off the house, so I left the ring and I went out," and mentioned that he stayed in a rental for 10 days. Shekina confirmed, "This is less than a month after we got married." Sarper publicly criticized Shekina. Sarper's frustration with Shekina keeps growing. Sarper isn't shy when it comes to talking back to Shekina. He has confessed to having a controlling personality and a short temper, often leading to explosive fights between them. Sarper doesn't try to be polite during these arguments. Instead, he speaks his mind without filtering his words, even if they might hurt their relationship. Recently, he posted Instagram stories mocking his wife, Shekina, for undergoing cosmetic surgery. He wrote, "Via Kikiankibits, she is non-stop doing something. The number of recovering days is more than regular days in our life." Sarper hasn't only mocked Shekina on social media but also in front of his co-stars during Tell All. He expressed his dislike of the marriage due to Shekina and her expectations that he take on responsibilities. Sarper complained that Shekina would constantly ask him to do household chores, such as taking out the garbage, walking the dog, going shopping, driving her to places, and fixing things. He even compared Shekina to a dog on camera, stating, "You will lose me just because of you. And you will regret like a dog." Shekina wants to leave Los Angeles. Shekina no longer considers LA her home. While Sarper seems to be losing feelings for Shekina, she is making plans to relocate. Recently, Shekina revealed that she no longer wants to live in Los Angeles. She said, via Shabuti.com, "I don't know what the future holds. I don't want to be in LA much longer." While Shekina didn't make it clear if she was moving out of Los Angeles because of her husband, Sarper, she indicated that she didn't want to build her future in California. She wants to live somewhere where she can afford a better place to live. It wouldn't be surprising if Sarper did indeed cause Shekina to move to another state. He has been problematic, creating turmoil in his and Shekina's lives. When Sarper first arrived in the US, he wasted no time in criticizing Shekina's living situation. He made fun of her house and the fact that she had converted a part of it into her workspace. Sarper even compared living in her home to being in prison, saying that he and Shekina's dog were prison inmates. Shekina may have decided to leave Los Angeles because she was tired of Sarper's constant complaints. Are Shekina and Sarper joining 90 Day, the last resort? We need so much therapy. There has been speculation that Sarper and Shekina are on the brink of getting a divorce. However, there is a possibility that they will attend therapy before making a decision about their relationship. During the recent tell-all, Shekina discussed the difficulties she has been facing in her marriage to Sarper. She expressed, "We need so much therapy," revealing that seeking professional help may be her next step. If Sarper and Shekina do pursue therapy, they will likely do so on camera in 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 3, sharing their journey with viewers. Is Shekina or Sarper the real villain in their unhealthy marriage? Sarper likes being in control and lacks empathy. Sarper is clearly the main reason his relationship with Shekina is falling apart. However, it would be wrong to solely blame him for the issues in the relationship, as Shekina's personality and constant complaining also provoke his angry outbursts. Both Sarper and Shekina are equally responsible for their marital problems. Sarper is at fault for being controlling and insensitive, while Shekina's inability to understand his personality and tendency to pick fights over trivial matters also contribute to their problems. Hopefully, their relationship has improved since filming 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 Tell-All. 90 Day Fiancé, where is Sarper Güven living now? He doesn't like Shekinah Garner's house in Los Angeles. Sarper Güven from 90 Day Fiancé doesn't like Shekinah Garner's home in Los Angeles, suggesting that he may want to go back to his home country. They initially connected through a dating app while Shekina was on vacation in Turkey. Upon meeting in person, Sarper was enamored by Shekina's caring personality, and Shekina was also drawn to Sarper's charm, leading them to pursue a romantic relationship. Their journey was first featured in 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 5 in 2023. Initially planning to build a future in Turkey, they decided to settle in the United States. Sarper and Shekina encountered many challenges in their relationship. Sarper tried to control Shekina's life by dictating what she could wear and eat, as well as pressuring her to improve her physical fitness and undergo certain cosmetic procedures, including wanting to reshape her nose. Meanwhile, Shekina struggled to come to terms with Sarper's past, specifically his history of being involved with hundreds of women. Shekina also exerted control over Sarper by outlining her 3 non-negotiable expectations: for him to quit smoking, publicly acknowledge their relationship on social media, and stop training female clients. Sarper compared Shekina's house to a prison. Sarper is prohibited from using the kitchen. Sarper moved to the United States in 90 Day Fiancé Season 11. He was excited to start a life with Shekina and hoped to live the American dream. However, things didn't go as planned for Sarper. Before moving into Shekina's home, he realized it wasn't the paradise he thought, was displeased to see Shekina had blocked the kitchen with her cosmetics and that the home wasn't as spacious as he had hoped. During an interview with the cameras, Sarper expressed his true feelings about Shekina's home, comparing it to a prison, stating it was smaller than he expected. Sarper and Shekina are bickering more than usual. Sarper and Shekina hit their breaking point. Shekina and Sarper's journey in the latest season isn't going well. The last few episodes of 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 have shown them fighting and arguing over trivial matters, suggesting they may soon break up. In one recent episode, Shekina accused Sarper of bringing out the worst in her, saying, "The version of me that you get depends on how you treat me." She blamed him for her bad mood. Sarper then mentioned the possibility of breaking up with Shekina, stating, "If we break up, you will cry for years for me." Shekina rolled her eyes and responded, "I'm not some helpless woman that can't survive without you." Sarper threw shade at red carpet events in LA. Sarper might not enjoy living in LA. Sarper is trying to become a comedian in real life. He frequently shares his jokes on social media, poking fun at real-life situations. Recently, Sarper discussed the red carpet events in Los Angeles, ridiculing the absurdity of these events and the individuals who wait in line just to have their photos taken. He mentioned attending one of these events out of curiosity but has since realized they are simply a waste of time. Sarper appeared disinterested in the whole red carpet routine, suggesting he may no longer enjoy living in Los Angeles. Sarper hasn't returned to Turkey. Sarper works with a dance studio in Los Angeles, California. Although Sarper wasn't very pleased with Shekina's home and didn't appreciate the hustle culture of Los Angeles, he didn't leave the city. Sarper works at a dance studio in Los Angeles, California, where he often shares videos of himself working out with his clients. His class, called The Boot Laugh with Sarper, includes 1 hour of stand-up comedy, exercise, dance, and more. Sarper works every Sunday in North Hollywood. It appears the 90 Day Fiancé cast member has gained a good number of clients, as a recent video he posted showed up to 20 people dancing alongside him. What happened to Sarper Güven after 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 6? Sarper Güven's relationship with Shekinah Garner has taken a surprising turn after 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 6. Sarper, a personal trainer in Turkey, has been in a relationship with Los Angeles-based esthetician Shekina for several years. They met when Shekina was vacationing in Istanbul and continued their relationship long distance. The couple first appeared in 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 5, when Shekina moved to Turkey only months after meeting Sarper. The reformed playboy became notorious for his admission that he'd slept with over 2,500 women. Sarper insisted he had never been in love before and was willing to change for Shekina. But as remnants of his past continued to reappear, it seemed he would never be capable of committing. Sarper and Shekina's attempt to build a life together was marked by frequent arguments, particularly about their lack of trust and Sarper's anger. The two were always drawn to each other, and they've now dropped a major clue about their plans together.